strikes right there, and somehow he's able to keep this ball fair and take it out of the ballpark. He's faced Weber 3 times now. He's 3 for 3 against him, this being his first home run.
This might have been the most animated home run trot I've ever seen. I mean, he was zigzagging out there. He was cutting like a running back. I mean,
you never see that.
He had a great time. Sends up Nick Markakis. So as soon as another one of those guys who's having a lot of fun.
I was going to say, be careful. This guy is in swing mode. It's all he's done here. Last night, swung at every pitch.
He's hit 9 home runs. Markakis batting .368 and just a little low. He's reached base 4 times in consecutive games for the 4th time in his career. So at 37, still playing at a very high level. On the edge says Cowboy Joe West.
Now that'll be a help if Weber can get that pitch against left-handed hitters.
291 for Markakis in his career at Fenway. A lot of games here in his days with the Baltimore Orioles, of course. Time for State Farm's great performance. Nick Markakis ranking among active players coming into play tonight. 509 doubles, more than the great Babe Ruth.
It's impressive.
291 for Markakis in his career at Fenway. A lot of games. Cracks that one to short. Sliding stab. Xander up and gunning, and he got him. Nice stretch 2. Out number 2.
A beautiful play there by Bogaerts, going to his right. Has to somehow stop himself as he starts to slide on that outfield grass. Up and the quick release. Nice stretch again at first base by Chavis, and they get the out. That is a tough play to make right there, just to stop yourself and get back up.
I mean, it's so athletic is what it is. The easiest part of that was just to catch the ball.
Yes. The tough part came after.
Travis d'Arnaud hitting .308 with 4 home runs. 2-0 Atlanta on the Ozuna blast. I don't know if you guys agree with this, but you know, obviously Valdez, the way he's pitching out of the bullpen, that's been a nice surprise quietly. The season Verdugo is putting together, I don't know if that's noticed outside of Boston or frankly that much even in the city these days, but I think the other thing is Xander Bogaerts defensively has made more good plays so far this season than I can remember in a relatively short window.
You know, Dave, I always thought that, he gets
Dave.
overlooked defensively. I really believe that. You know, he's got criticized for some things that I don't think are fair.
That guy is a chowderhead.
Settle down in center field, so d'Arnaud is on. Second hit in the inning off of Weber.
Yeah.
He really is. Because of the metric system is really, killed him.
Blame it on the metric system.
Let's face it, you'd love to have him at shortstop behind you.
Absolutely. He makes all the plays. And makes some dazzling plays, too.
Welcome to the Chowderhead Show.
Really putting much light on it. If you watch the Sox every night or a lot, you'll notice it, but people don't really talk about his defense at all. Riley smokes that one to center field. Jackie
Ruh-roh.
Play. That'll be off the wall. Into second base with the double is
Riley. 6-game hitting streak for Austin Riley.
Double of the season.
I'm surprised they held up d'Arnaud. I always thought he was coming around third, but Riley, he has got serious pop. He goes down and drives this ball easily off the top of the center field fence.
Now it's a mislocation. That ball was supposed to be inside. It stays outside, right at the top of the center field wall.
Yeah, Riley did smash that. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Jackie gets it in pretty quickly, and at this point right there, they've got to hold him up because it's already to the cutoff man.
That was a missile off the center field fence.
Yes, it was.
So big trouble for Weber here with 2 down. Adam Duvall, another guy who can crush. He's hitting .242 with 5 home runs. Hit a big home run last night, totally out of Fenway, and an exit velocity of 109.2.
Boy, this starting thing for Weber just hasn't been his cup of tea.
He might as well, You think about putting an opener in there for the first inning and bring Weber in after that.
Right.
Here's Adam Duvall with 2 on for the Braves.
0-1 pitch sweeping outside. 1 ball, 1 strike on Duvall.
Has no feel for his curveball.
No,
None.
not right now.
0.
That's what, 3 of them that
Yeah.
have just swept way away from those right-handed hitters, and 1 that hit Freeman.
It just feels like the Red Sox have been trailing in the first inning like 70% of the time this season. It really is remarkable. Two balls and a strike on Duvall. Camargo would hit next if given the opportunity for Atlanta. They're trying to build a big inning. Starters averaging only 3.9 innings per start. No team in history has averaged fewer than 4 per start.
And make sure you hit the like button for me. Got 1 like. Thank you very
2-1
much.
pitch. Yeah, that breaking ball misses again. 3-1.
Yeah, right now he's without one of his weapons, and that's that breaking ball.
So now you look sinker, changeup. That's it.
That's it. 2-seamer and the changeup.
Camargo on deck.
And both of them come back to you a little bit, unless he can.
Hitters count.
Outside.
Weber comes set.
Down for Duvall.
And swing and a
Got
miss.
pitch to hit too.
Well, he jumped on it and ended up being a changeup.
Changeup at 83 miles an hour. Good pitch in that situation, really, when you can't get your breaking ball over. Hitters count, go to the off-speed pitch. Got a swing and a miss.
Jameson, Meza in the house. Austin locked in at the plate lately. Yeah, he has been dialed in. In fact, he's one of the league leaders with hits when it comes to connecting with sliders and curveballs. The very thing that gave him so much trouble.
Into center field for Jackie Bradley Jr. And that'll do it for Atlanta, but they do get 2.
And we figured all we had to do was let the players play, and that third base situation would settle itself. And I think we've, right, for the time being, it's going to be Austin Riley at third. All right, in a break, and the Braves with the early lead, 2-0. They did leave 2 on. And we're going to the bottom of the first. Sorry, I'm getting in a little late here, but we are with it. We got it. We're doing it. It's happening. We got Jameson in the house. We got Braves. We got Boston. What else do you want? What else do you need, huh? All right, coming up in a couple innings, we're going to do tonight's Bruce Lee quote of the day. Get prepared to get fired up for that. Plus, I'll tell you the special we got going on at treasurehunt.ga. We'll be right back. Hoy hoy. Ian Anderson. I did not really get to see a whole lot of him when he had his big debut. I heard all about it. when he played the first game of that doubleheader with the Yankees.
Stop. Camargo at second and Freeman at first. Left to right, Markakis and
I don't know how much more of the chowder heads I can take here.
and Duvall in right field. Darno doing
And then
the
we'll have
catching
a bowl of New England clam chowder in center.
Alex Verdugo ripped 3 doubles last night in the Red Sox loss. He was 3 for 4.
Right over the top.
Like the pitching machine again.
Yeah, another pitching machine. He's got some hair, though.
Alex batting
I got some snacks for us, producer Beth. I've got some high chew. I don't know if you ever had the high chews before.
22 years old, 6'3", about 185 pounds.
It is a candy. Is it Japanese? Where is it from?
Mentioned he is the Braves' top pitching prospect. Buried that one.
That's a changeup. He throws it hard.
89 miles an hour that time, bouncing it.
But who really cares, huh?
That thing's right over the top, too.
Yes.
Yeah, Japan.
It just sort of stops. It's not like that.
It's kind of like a Starburst or something, but it's a little chewier.
That one belted into right field for a base hit, so Verdugo is on with a single.
Any chewier, it'd be gum.
Once again, a changeup right there, 88 miles an hour. It's a little too hard for me, but bad placement, too. Got too much of the plate.
Verdugo now with a 5-game hitting streak is 8 for his last 19. As he takes that changeup and puts it in a right field for the base hit. So Verdugo continues to go on and on and on playing good baseball.
Leading the Sox in hits, runs, doubles, extra base hits.
His confidence is just flying.
Yeah. Very confident kid.
Christian Vasquez, second consecutive ball game batting in that 2 spot. Hitting .255 with 4 home runs. He's looking to get hot again.
Now just watching that delivery from Anderson, I mean, he's a guy that you can run on if you choose to.
Verdugo hasn't got a bag yet, does he?
He's got 3.
He has 3.
He got 3?
Yeah, has not been caught.
Got 4 in the house. Welcome aboard, everybody.
Not running here. And a fly ball to right field. Routine play for Duvall. 1 man gone with Rafael Devers to swing.
All right.
NESN.com/.
I want to thank the Chowder Heads for their hard work and doing the broadcast tonight. We'll certainly hear a little bit more from them later on. Ian Anderson is the pitcher for the Braves tonight. He did well against the Yankees, also an American League team. So let's see if that continues. So a lot of people are going to have their eyes on Ian Anderson. Here comes the pitch. 96 miles an hour inside. Ball 1. Rafael Devers batting for the Red Sox. .248 average with 6 home runs, 20 RBIs. That's a pretty good RBI total for where we're at. He's going to golf that one foul, 1-1. So there's a runner on first for the Sox. Here in the bottom of the first, Atlanta up 2-0. Four in the house. Glad to have you guys along. 3 likes. Thank you very much. Keep those likes coming. If you haven't done it already, smash the sub. All right, the 1-1 pitch from Ian Anderson. There's a fastball inside corner of the plate, swing and a miss. So good location, good control so far, though he does have a runner on first. That actually just grazed the bat a little bit, but he was a little late on that. The batter was, so count 1-2 to Rafael Devers. Throw to first, not in time. Runner takes the lead at first. Catcher setting up inside. Ian kicks and fires. That's going to be popped. They'll stay in play fairly deep, but the left fielder has that. Two away in the bottom of the first. So it was Ian Anderson's major league debut against the Yankees last Wednesday. He went 6 innings, no earned runs, 2 walks, 6 Ks. And here he finds himself in his second career major league game in the legendary facilities here in Boston. How surreal is it for Ian Anderson? That's in the dirt. Or maybe I had the pitch count wrong. That was an out on Raphael. There's 2 away. 1-0 count. Runner on first. I mean, I can go back to the Chowderhead show. That changeup caught the bottom of the plate. 1-1. Very nice pitch, Ian Anderson. Not what the batter was looking for. Locked him up. The pitch. Swing and a miss at the low splitter. That splitter made him look ugly. Did not come close to making contact, so. And I didn't see much of Ian play against the Yankees Wednesday, so, is that splitter, what I just see, is that a devastating splitter he's going to be showing all night? And another splitter for the strikeout. I presume that's a splitter. It's either that or maybe a slider, but it's so up and down that it must be, splitting. It's not sliding. And Ian Anderson is through the first without any problem, really. Left a runner on first. The Braves at bat next. We'll go to the second. And in the third inning, we'll have our Bruce Lee quote of the night. The Bone Crusher Show is the official radio show of treasurehunt.ga. Go click on Sports Fans. All right, we're up to 420 subscribers. That's awesome. Heading back to Boston. All right, Braves, Red Sox tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. I thought that was a 7:30, but 7 o'clock hour. Camargo leads off with the Braves and with a foul. And a full moon in Boston tonight. Man, you don't want to be around a pack of chowder heads after they've been drinking Sam Adams all night, barking at the moon. And Camargo pulls that to the first baseman, who steps on the bag, 1 away. 3 likes, 4 in the house. Keep those likes coming. And we've got Richard McVoy in the house. Welcome aboard, Richard. He says, come on, Anderson. Yeah, a lot of people excited to watch Ian Anderson pitch tonight. He got a stellar Major League debut against the Yankees Wednesday. And so far, looking pretty good. His control is there. He's got a good fastball. I think that's a splitter he's showcasing as well. So far, so good for Ian Anderson. All eyes upon the young kid there. Oh, Jameson, I didn't realize that Ian Anderson grew up a Boston fan, so I wonder if he feels like he's got the wrong uniform on. All right, 2-0 count to the Atlanta batter. I think that's Inciarte. That's a chopper right back to the pitcher, throws him out. That was Inciarte at 2 away. I guess if I'm going to be a play-by-play reaction guy, I got to start using those numbers when you call the ground ball. 6-4-3, 5-6-7. I hear a niner in there. So getting myself comfortable with that's something I'm going to work on. Dansby Swanson Dinners at bat with 2 away. Chopper foul. And we do have a Facebook page. It's a group page. It's called Atlanta Braves Play-by-Play Reaction. So it's a great resource to find out where we're at or find out who's going on. And Dansby's going to get a hold of that one way back off the monster. He's going to try to turn it into a double slide safely as the ball gets away from the second baseman. Otherwise, he might have been meat. But he is in there. A little bit of a collision at second. So here's the throw to second again. It's on time. The second baseman, or maybe that's the shortstop, can't handle the throw. It goes off his glove. And maybe he looked away a little too soon trying to make the tag. But Dansby's on second with 2 outs. Yeah, I don't know who that player is for Boston. Freddie Freeman with a .314 average and 21 RBIs. He got hit by a pitch earlier in the game. And Freeman tries to golf that one. That's going to be very shallow. Same guy gets it on the shag. And that will end the top of the second. Well, let's head to break. Stretch our legs, refresh our drinks. Go to the bathroom. I am on Flomax to help with those bathroom trips. Yeah, I was going to talk about the other night what I have to go through to get to bed. Now, and we're also going to talk about counting calories and exercising. Those are a couple topics that came up on the last show I didn't get a chance to get to, so let me make a note of that. I've already forgotten. Counting calories at the workout. What was the other one, Producer Beth? You don't know? Oh yeah, the horse tranquilizers. Oh. Does anyone have a prescription for horse tranquilizers? Holy shit. That's music from Vans in Japan. The track is called Desert Brawl, and it's royalty free, copyright free on the Bone Crusher Show. Let's get back to the game. Yeah, we've got a new beverage tonight from the Dollar Tree. There's the 0-1 pitch upstairs. So we're trying a aloe/apple. Here, I forgot this from the Dollar Tree. You get a pack of 3 for $1. Comes with a little straw, but it's aloe. So aloe, I'll tell you some of the benefits of aloe. After the 1-1 pitch, which is chopped to Riley on the run, and he guns him down. Good defensive play. Nimble. He's, Austin Riley might also be a big cat. I think it was Mexican for Golovkin was talking about Andre Galarraga, the big cat. And Austin Riley, the Puma? What do you want to call him? What should his nickname be? Some sort of big cat. Cocoa balls. No, I was going for like an actual cat name, and there is a Chopper to Camargo who guns down the Boston batter. And speaking of, look what the cat dragged in. Mexican for Golovkin in the house. He's here at the trade deadline, just over. I remember the Braves trading for J.D. Drew. They gave up a prospect for J.D. Drew. Yeah. That was a few years back. Adam Wainwright. Now you know the rest of the story. So I guess I've heard that the Braves really didn't do a lot trade-wise. I know we had that guy Malone. But what are the highlights, would you say, Mexican for Golovkin, of the trade? Maybe for the Braves and maybe anything else in MLB that kind of caught your eye? There are 2 outs here, as that one's going to be hit right at Riley, hard as F, but he makes a good stab and throws the runner out to end the second. So Riley with some great defensive work here. The big cat, nimble and fierce, a.k.a. Cocoa Balls. Thank you for that, Producer Beth. All right, let's take a break. That was quick. I like quick. Braves batting next. And then we'll have our Bruce Lee quote of the day. It's coming up. All right. So, aloe. I showed you Producer Beth's aloe drink. So, what's the benefits of aloe? Well, aloe is great for your esophagus. Yeah, it's good for acid reflux. And I was at the Dollar General and had a conversation with the cashier, and she's like, "Oh, I love this stuff." I said, "Oh, it's really good. It's really good for your esophagus." And she's like, "Oh, I love hearing that. Yeah." So aloe is also great for cuts and wounds. I mean, if you want it to heal fast, we actually have some actual aloe leaves in the fridge. You break that up, and the goo that comes out of the aloe leaf, you put that right on your wound. It's really good for that. So imagine, I mean, it's not hand sanitizer. You can drink it. Mexican for Golovkin's take. Padres killed it. Braves are looking, but teams are asking a lot for the guys the Braves are interested in. So that sounds like maybe sometimes a no deal is a good deal. Even if it's on sale, if you don't need it, it's not a good deal. And if you do need it, but it's too expensive, also not a good deal. I know a lot of guys on Facebook, as I was scrolling this morning, they're like, "Thanks, AA, Preach, didn't do anything, way to go." Would you echo that sentiment, or would you say, you know what, we couldn't get the right deal, so it's better not to have the deal? All right. One out here in the top of the third. Braves with a 2-0 lead. And that's, you can tell by the nose, Nick Markakis, the handsome terrorist. 0-1 pitch. There's a strike. 87 miles an hour, top of the zone. Nick could not get the bat off his shoulder. Travis d'Arnaud on deck. 1 for 1 tonight. He has also been playing very steady. Really good ball. Inside. 1-2. The shift is on against Markakis. If he can go towards the third base line, he'd be running for days. Nick calls for time. We got 6 in the house. Welcome aboard, everybody. Really, we had to go there. I did. Strikeout. Down goes Markakis. Okay, so Mexican saying it just wasn't the right deal, so I guess it's a good non-move by the Braves. All right. Travis d'Arnaud, the catcher, batting .316 on the season with 4 home runs, 18 RBIs. He's going to hit that to right field, pretty deep, probably going to be foul, and it is foul. About 300 feet foul. All that for one pitcher. You know, this season is so different. You kind of have to manage it differently. The same trade. And Travis is going to pull that right to the third baseman, who will throw him out. And quickly, the top of the third is over. So maybe trade-wise and stuff, we don't have to go all in. You know what I'm saying? Such a short season. Today's Bruce Lee quote: "The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. And there is no one more average than me, the Bone Crusher. We'll talk about what that means. We'll break it down next. You gotta make the decision to become the kind of person who's willing to do the work to stand out from the pack. You know, when you go to work and everyone's bitching and moaning on a Monday, you go in there and crush it. You show that boss what you got, son. The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. You got to see it through to the end. All right, we are back in Boston. The Braves have a 2-0 lead. And Soo-Win Lin batting for the Red Sox. All right, Ian Anderson, all eyes upon him. And he's going to throw a 95-mile-an-hour fastball right down the heart of the plate. Strike one. And as Jameson said, it is iconic. We got Ian Anderson. And a little ironic. He is according to Jameson, grew up a big Red Sox fan. And here he is in his second major league game in an empty Fenway Park. There's a fastball inside. 1-1. There's going to be a base hit in the center. Just found the right spot there. Yeah. Shinlin. I probably didn't even pronounce it right the first time when I had his name on the screen. Got 5 in the house. Keckerman just showed up. He says that's a badass addition to the show, Crusher. Thank you, Keckerman. Try to keep things pumped. Stay motivated. You know, when you're rolling and you're winning, it's easy to post that kind of stuff. But when you're a host of a lowly rated YouTube channel, throw to first, not in time. Soo-Win Lin with 2 career stolen bases. So I don't know that he is a big threat. But Ian Anderson not taking any chances. Wants to keep him close. And there's a dribbler to Camargo who throws outrun at first. But they do advance the runner to second. So 1 out, runner on second. And after that Bruce Lee quote, Keckerman is going to strap it on and go for a run. Fuck yeah. I was just at the Dollar Tree and I got one of those things you strap on your arm so you can hold your phone. And then I went to the Five Below and I got some Bluetooth headphones. So now I'm running with tunage. And that, you know, that brings up, I wasn't going to talk about this earlier, as Ian Anderson throws that in the dirt, want to know, because about working out. A-Bomb was in here on the last game, and he talked about, he's got a step meter, which is pretty cool. It counts how many steps you take, how far you go, how many calories you're burning. So he burned over 500 calories just by walking. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Downstairs, just low, 2-0. By the way, if you're watching on TV, sync us up. We're probably 30 seconds, maybe a minute behind. You might just have to pause your TiVo for just a second there. So basically, what I've discovered is you have to exercise, and I mean cardio. I mean, you got to get your heart up 3, 4, 5 times a week for the rest of your fucking life. There's swing and a miss at the fastball. Some high heat there from Ian Anderson. For this almost a rising fastball a little bit there. So a rising fastball, interesting sinker he has as well, which he may show that sinker right now on the 2-1 pitch. Nope, that's a fastball down the pipe. It's going to be hit right back up the middle to center field, and a runner is going to score. Yep. What's the Klingon word for apathy? I don't give a fuck. The Sox got one in on Ian Anderson. And that was a fastball down the pipe, so you can't throw major league batters fastballs down the pipe very long. Braves still have a 1-run lead, though. And there's a curved ball, and there for a strike, 0-1. So at 46 years old, I'm not in the gym lifting weights. I mean, I can't really even do, if I start doing push-ups, I got to make sure I'm at the chiropractor at least once a month, because my C2 will start coming out of a line. I mean, if I can go to the chiropractor enough, then it's no problem. I can do push-ups, go to the gym and stuff. But really heavy weights at my age. But you do want a lot of resistance training. So I'm in the Gulf of Mexico swimming a lot. You can get a great upper body workout out in the Gulf. All right, Ian Anderson takes a sign. 0-2 pitch coming up. And that's going to be a high fastball. Drilled foul. Still 0-2. Boston has a runner on first. So what's your exercise routine, guys? What do you crushing a 6-pack every night? We know Keckerman's out there working on the 5K tonight. Yeah, you know, post what kind of time you get on your run. Let us know. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. He could not check his swing there. So 2 away with the runner on first for Boston. I do run a little bit. I guess a few years ago I was living back in Macon, Georgia, near what was that? That all-women's college? Wesleyan, yeah. So I would go use their track, and it's like, well, I'm on a college track. I might as well time myself. Though there, 4 laps there is 1,600 yards. So it's actually just over a mile, but close enough to an actual mile. And I think my best time was, but first the 0-0 pitch from Ian Anderson. Inside fastball. Batter goes to the ground. Throwing at his legs a little bit there. And the Boston guys don't have their names on their jersey. That's Rafael Devers again. All right, that's their third baseman. And I don't see Boston that much, so. The 1-0. And that gets away from d'Arnaud. Runner advances to second. That hit in front of him, then bounced right off his chest. Runner at second now with 2 outs, 2-0 count. And our moderator at large, A-Bomb, checks in. He's at the local park back home in 30 minutes. He's probably out there doing some agility sprints or just power walking, maybe meeting some divorcees, MILF cruising. That's downstairs. 3-0. Ian Anderson all of a sudden having a little trouble. Rafael Devers, the batter, 3-0 count. And they probably should just throw him a ball right here. And they should have thrown him a ball because that's going to be a base hit to right. Runner's going to try to go home to throw, and he is safe as the ball is late and gets away from d'Arnaud. Tie game. Should have thrown him a ball on a 3-0 with a runner on second. First base was open. Hey, but hey, I'm not the coach, you know. That is unfortunate. Agility sprints, that's something that all of us should be doing. They're called fast twitch muscles, these fast user twitch muscles. It's like the reason why, you know, you can go out there and run 5 miles and have the stamina to do it, but if you start running up and down a basketball court and you're not gonna last, because those are using a different kind of muscle. So, and I think one of the keys to longevity and it just staying young is fast twitch exercises. Whether you're running full court basketball, doing agility sprints, doing cardio workouts, you know, cardio jam or whatever. That PSX90 or whatever that stuff is. All that kind of stuff. That'll get you really shredded. Throwing some creatine in a yoga ball, brah, I'm getting ripped. Runner on second, 2 outs. Tie game here. Ian Anderson, big test for the young pitcher. He throws that outside, 96-mile-an-hour fastball, 2-1 count. There's a chopper foul. 2-2. And when you do go work out, yeah, take a teaspoon of creatine or at least a half a teaspoon of creatine. That stuff is really cheap. Just get the cheap basic stuff at GNC or whatever. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Ian Anderson finally out of that third inning. I'm sure you'd like to forget it. Boston ties it up. 2-2. Yeah, boxing, that is another good one. Mexican for Golovkin. I mean, boxing and kickboxing. You are burning some calories. So yeah, that's actually that is a part of my routine. It might sound a little silly that I'm in the living room basically shadow boxing and pretend kickboxing. I'll sit there and let's go back to the Bruce Lee quote one time, because I know it's got Kickerman fired up. But I will, pretend I'm Bruce Lee and I'm being attacked by 3 people at once, and just for as long as I can go at it till I'm gasping for air, I will throw punches and kicks into the air, and that's a good workout, man. Is that pretty gay? Yeah, producer Beth says make sure you let your body rest in between. So yeah, I'll do it for like 3-4 minutes rest. And what I'll do is I'll put on like some 80s music and I'll just go at it for a song, take a break and do like 4 or 5 songs, and then I'm fucking done for the day. Hell yeah, boxing, great one. Good take. Braves are up to bat. Looks like Austin Riley, who has been hot. And we are going to listen in a little bit on the Chowderhead Show, because they have got none other than John Smoltz on.
Games, so I'm glad to see we're still in the mix of it.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you
Pulled
about
foul,
that too,
1-1.
Smoltz, and how you would have dealt with pitching with no fans in the stands. What kind of a difference would it have made in your days when you were on the hill?
Well, we were doing a lot of cocaine back then, so really, we would have been jacked either way.
In my head anyway, so if you had no noise and clicking and all the different things, I would have
John Smoltz.
I would have been miserable. I like structure. I like everything being the way it is, and I miss the fans. So I would have struggled personality-wise because I would have wanted to engage. Obviously, I love pitching with the adrenaline, the emotion. I would have learned how to do it. The act of pitching wouldn't have bothered me as far as making each game important. But, wow, this is not as easy.
The 1-2 pitch.
Sitting at home, fans of baseball
That's
don't
going to be
realize
popped
what
up.
these
The
players
first
are going
baseman is
through.
going to make
It's
a
not for
play.
everybody. It's really not. I mean, there are guys who, like myself, who love structure,
you take this guy
like to know when they're doing things, how to do things. And this is this would.
I think that's enough from John Smoltz. John Smoltz. Yeah, thank you, John Smoltz. Adam Duvall steps in with a .239 average, 5 homers. And we do have the Zoom room open. If you like to be a guest, you got a hot take, want to do some shout outs, just smash the Zoom link in our description. It'll send you to the Zoom waiting room. And then when I make sure you're not showing dick pics, we'll let you in. Yeah, that was a problem last week. Yeah. Some, silly kids clicked on the Zoom link and just started,
Oh, this is not a dick pic show.
Yeah, this is not a dick pic show. The 1-1 pitch to Duvall inside, 2-1. Weber is still pitching for Boston. 48 pitches so far on the night. Gave up 2 in the first, I believe. And there's a strike, 2-2. I can't believe they interrupted the game for a webcam interview with John Smoltz from his living room, you know.
The COVID situation. And
there's a little more of that.
Get your feelings on a couple, whether they're going to stay or not.
What's your feelings? What's your feeling on lobster chowder or clam chowder?
A little bit exciting. And the
That is called a strike. I thought it missed the plate, but it is a strikeout for Weber. Let's get John Smoltz's reaction to the chowder question.
Baseball Classic and saw what that promoted. It was a little different situation than what we have. But look, this is my take on it.
We can see right up your nose, John Smoltz, on his webcam interview.
It's not going to be this rule, so it's going to be all hands off, and you could.
Never mind. I just find those interviews so boring. Tell us about the time Chipper Jones knocked up the Hooters waitress. That's really what we want to. And there's a shot to deep left center field, and that's going to be caught right in front of the track to end the top of the fourth. I think that was Camargo, yeah. All right, well, and John Smoltz still talking, oblivious that the fact the inning is over. Let's see how the network gets out of this bullshit.
Interleague. I like competitive balance, and there's so much
someone tackle this guy.
You're not playing the same team, so I like the.
You got to go to commercial.
Smolt, you are absolutely. Even though we loved you here in the American League, as brief as that was with the Red Sox, I know you had a fun time with the ball.
You had a spaghetti arm.
Smoltzy, good luck, whatever you're doing tomorrow. But I know it'll be on the golf course at some point. So,
yeah,
cocaine and golf.
Best
yes.
of luck to you. Thanks, John. Appreciate it very much.
Thanks,
Smoltzy. Nice. You got it.
We go to break.
Yeah.
This one's tied 2-2.
So if you go to break that late, they're either going to have to pause the game or they're going to miss some spots. Either way, the producer, that's a nightmare for the television crew. Someone's having a heart attack there. Julia is in the house. Has anyone read Chipper Jones' book? I don't know. Are there a lot of pictures in it? Does he do his top 5 Hooters restaurants? LOL. LOL, Julia. Play-by-play reaction sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. We got at least one of St. Louis Cardinals 2011 commemorative World Series mugs. So these are brand new mugs. No one's breathed in them. No one's had any Corona coffee in them. They're brand new. You can click on the link in our description to get to that product. And we're back to Fenway. Yeah, I knew that'd be a short break. We'll never have John Smoltz back on the show again. All right. Back to Fenway Park, and that's going to be ripped to left. But Markakis has that. And the cat's climbing all over me looking for snacks. Those aren't kitty snacks. Those are Hi-Chew, delicious Japanese chew candies. Paw. Jackie Bradley Jr. steps in, batting .243 with 2 home runs for the Sox. 1 out already here in the bottom of the 4th. He talks about the Hooters affair, since you're wanting to know. You know, even on that, that Fox Sports South show, they do, getting to know the players and stuff, like the Chipper Jones story. He even talks about it in that, which I thought was pretty incredible that he brought that up, his great shame. I hope he's taking care of that kid. I'm sure he's taking care of that kid. I mean, that kid's got to be, hell, that kid's probably in AAA by now. Wouldn't that be great to be watching the game and see Chipper Jones' illegitimate bastard child step up to the plate? That would be great. I give him a hard time about that, but you know what? I don't really care. All right, Ian Anderson is still in the game here for the Braves. That's hit foul. Count is 1-2 with 1 out. Nobody on. Bottom of the 4th. Shift is on. We've got Freeman, Camargo, Riley, and Swanson on the infield tonight. Riley has made some great defensive plays tonight, and his bat and hitting streak are active. And there is a strikeout for Ian Anderson. It might have been his rising fastball again. And we got 7 in the house. Glad to have you guys aboard. Make sure you crush the sub and the like. Does producer Beth watch Pacquiao fights? Yes, she does. With a butt. And there's a changeup upstairs. I've become more of a Pacquiao fan than her. I mean, if I put it on, she'll watch it. But she doesn't like, you know, if you go to the Philippines, the whole country comes to a complete stop for that. That is on, that's what's happening. But correct me if I'm wrong, producer Beth, but if you miss a Pacquiao fight, do you really? I think she'd rather watch like Miss Universe or something like that.
Don't rather watch.
What would you rather watch?
I don't know. Something. Watch.
Yeah. Yes, so she does still watch a Pacquiao. But I don't know how many more fights that guy's got left in him. But he's got more, that's for sure. He is not done. He's still one of the best around. 2-2 count. So 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the 4th. Tie game, 2-2. Ian Anderson got rocked a little bit in the 3rd, but he is hanging tough here in the 4th. Trying to make it 1-2-3. And there's a high fastball. Hit foul. You know, as I get older, I always enjoy rooting for the old guy. And Pacquiao is now the old guy. That changeup is hit hard past a diving Riley into the corner for a base hit. That's probably going to be a double for number 60. So the Sox got a runner on second. Munoz, the designated hitter. But I've watched the Pacquiao movie. I don't know if you'd call it a documentary or how you would call that, but certainly a guy who came from absolute nothing, for complete poverty. A level of poverty that not very many Americans could even comprehend. I certainly could not wrap my head around it. But you talk about that Bruce Lee quote we just had up on the screen. It's the average man with laser-like focus that becomes a successful warrior. Swing and a miss. 0-2. And definitely Pacquiao, one of those guys. O2 pitch coming up. And the batter is actually wearing a mask. He has his mask on. I like that. I like that. Upstairs, ball. But not a bad fastball, just a little high off the corner. So that's a good 0-2 pitch. No problem with that ball. We got 6 in the house. Glad to have you aboard. We know our moderator at large, A-Bomb, is out there crushing laps at the park. Checking out some MILF. And out in Gwinnett County, I mean, that is a very eclectic area. You're gonna get you're probably gonna see a lot of hot Asians walking, a lot of divorcees and cougars. Some Latinas. And there's a strikeout for Ian Anderson. So 3 down. Well, they did leave a runner on second, but otherwise a much better fourth than the third for Ian Anderson. And when I used to go to the park in Gwinnett County when I lived outside the ATL, I would go on Mondays after I go to Moe's and get a big burrito. I don't know if you guys know the Tex-Mex place called Moe's. And then I would go sit at the park and the joggers would go by and I would sit there and I would eat that burrito in front of them. And I'd make, big num-num sounds of like, oh man, this is so good. Because I am a dick. The official store of the Bone Crusher Show is treasurehunt.ga. We are back at Fenway Park. Ender Inciarte batting for the Braves, 185 average. 1 home runs, 6 RBIs. Inciarte. 0-1 pitch. Upstairs, 1-1. Tie game here in the 5th. 2-2. Yeah, a living legend. You're right, Mexican for Golovkin. Pacquiao is not what he used to be, but and that's pulled foul. And I don't remember what division he's fighting in now, what his weight class is. And we've had those discussions. And Pacquiao is someone who has won the title in what, 6-7 different weight divisions. So I think in this career, what is his ideal weight? What division, what weight class does he want to fight in? And who are the top 5? I mean, he is definitely a money fight. He's going to draw a big crowd. There's going to be a big purse. In fact, it could be bigger than somebody maybe who is technically a higher ranked or better boxer right now. But he's winning belts. He's winning championships. He's out there kicking ass. So, I mean, and that's hit foul, 1-2 count. And boy, I don't even know how many different belts there are. Whether like 2 or 3 championships. I don't think it's been so long since he even fighted. I don't think the belt's unified or anything like that, but. And that is going to be a grounder, and Inciarte is out by a whisker. I mean, who could fight Pacquiao tomorrow and you feel like Mexican for Golovkin would definitely beat him? I mean, or who do you think it would be? Maybe not definitely beat him, but who would be favored to beat him? I mean, you think of Mayweather maybe? But who else? And Pacquiao's, well, his last couple fights, he looked better than he did, 2-3 years ago. Swing and a miss. So 1 out for the Braves. Top of the 5th. Nobody on. Dansby Swanson takes the pitch high. Eight different weight divisions. And that's going to be hit hard, but right to the third baseman, who I guess they barely got him at first, but that is out number 2. We'll play Boston again tomorrow to finish up the series. A 7:30 Eastern first pitch. And I will not be doing that game tomorrow night. I'm working on some live streams for some other hosts that I produce. All right, Freddie Freeman now at bat for the Braves. Big swing and a miss. 0-1. So on Wednesday night, I basically do what I'm doing right now, except someone else is on screen. I'm just behind the scenes. It's a show called Brooke on the Go, featuring Brooke, who was on a reality TV show called The Circle UK. And she interviews other reality TV people. So she'll interview people like from Big Brother or Love Island, or I don't remember all these shows. These shows I don't watch, so. But that's what I'll be doing tomorrow night. Yeah, and then there's another show I do tomorrow night that starts at 9 Eastern, and they're gonna come on, and soon as Big Brother All Stars is over, they rush over to their computer and they do a show about it, and they'll talk about the latest episode of Big Brother All Star, excuse me. So those are my Wednesday nights. So I will not be able to do or see the game tomorrow night. Meanwhile, it's a 2-2 count to Freddie Freeman. Nobody on, top of the 5th. 2 outs, tie game. Ozuna on deck. Taylor's the new pitcher for the Red Sox. Kicks and fires, slow chopper, foul. Well, that's a good take, Julia. That's woke, Julia. Full count now to Freddie Freeman. I mean, Inciarte does have a 180-something average. I mean, Julie, do you feel like that kid is ready to be a starter in the majors? And that is a walk. So Freeman battles his way on base. Run first. 2 outs for Marcell Ozuna. I mean, the Braves do have a big contract with Ender. I'll have to think about that one, Julia. I mean, I've really been kind of pro Inciarte because when he's healthy, he's a really good player. And defensively, he's been stellar for us. But you can't last very long in the big leagues with the 180-something average, so... You know, it's funny how those kinds of things are going to sort themselves out. So I guess we'll just have to be patient, Julia. And, you know, we're glad that he didn't get traded. That kid, some other teams wanted him, but as Mexican mentioned that the Braves did not push the button on the trades. So that'll keep him an Atlanta Brave. Pache. 2-0 pitch to Zunas on the corner for a strike. Hey, if you're watching the game on television, make sure you sync us up with your TiVo or DVR. We're probably 30 seconds to a minute behind the televised version. All right, here comes the 2-1 to Ozuna. Big pitch here. Upstairs, 3-1. So we're going to have a great hitters count for Ozuna. Markakis on deck. Taylor takes the sign. Freeman stretches off first. And Ozuna takes a changeup for a strike. Not what he was looking for, I guess. Full count. The pitch. Oh, swing and a miss. The strikeout, he was late on the fastball. Ozuna goes down swinging, and that will end the top of the 5th, leaving Freddie Freeman stranded. I mean, Freddie Freeman, a nice guy and all, but when he smiles, he's got some big teeth. There's a whole lot of teeth going on. It's like a row of urinals. All right, let's take a little break. Rooney, more play-by-play reaction. Atlanta Braves, Boston Red Sox, and the bottom of the 5th coming up in this tie game at Fenway. back at Fenway. And a ball. So 1-0 to start the bottom of the fifth. Jonathan Aruz. Man. Sorry if I mispronounce these names. Anders, so Julia says Anders take it. Claw, that's my Claw's trying to play with my monitor here. So I think Julia, I was thinking about it during the break as Claw destroys my. Look what he's doing. Thanks, buddy. And there's a swing and a miss. 1-2. So we have Ender Inciarte with a pretty stout salary, and he's only batting $180 something. If we demote him, we get nothing. All right, and we bring up the kid, and what do we do with Ender? So what really needs to happen is Ender to start hitting better, and there's a swing and a miss for the strikeout, and then he'll be more tradable. Then we can get some value for him. Otherwise, we trade him now, we're not going to get much for him, and so I don't know. I'm just theorizing that maybe they need a better situation to trade him. They're almost kind of stuck with him in a way. But hopefully his bat will come around and he'll do well for us offensively as he is doing defensively. And I think the cat is demanding some food. Verdugo batting now. Ian Anderson still in the game for the Braves. 67 pitches. The pitch. Upstairs. 2-1. That's going to be a chopper right to Camargo. Throws him out at first. 2 away. Christian Vasquez is in. There's a guy that could probably do some more cardio exercises. Carrying a couple of spare tires there, Christian Vasquez. That's just low, 1-0. So to sort of sum up my exercise suggestions is you're going to need everyone needs to be doing 4, 5, 6 days a week, 20, 30 minutes of cardio. Whether you're swimming, boxing, kickboxing, dancing. What kind of dancing? Some really intense dancing. What are those guys on YouTube? Those synchronized gym floor routines. I don't know what these guys were doing, but and there is a swinging bunt. No, nothing can be done about that. Runner on first. Yeah, when exercise turns into synchronized dancing, I'm out. Could be fun, producer Beth says. Don't knock it till you try it. I know certain things I just know I'm not going to like. My biggest fear is touching elbows with another man. So the last thing I want to do is have a synchronized dance routine with 2 or more other guys. Would you give this guy something to eat? He is tearing shit up.
I already gave him.
Well, Claw, what are you doing then, brah? Oh, maybe he needs to go out. I mean, our ratings actually go up when Claw photobombs the show. Runner on first for the Red Sox. 2 outs. 1-0 pitch. In the dirt. Darno is able to smother that in time. Keeps the runner at first. Julia says, cut your losses. Let Inciarte go. I would have traded him for Tommy Malone. Oh, I like Julia's passion. As a runner advances to second, I turned away, but I'm guessing it was just a wild pitch. Let's see the replay. Another one bouncing way in front of the plate. Darno trying to backhand it. He's probably getting tired of getting eaten up by those BBs. Bouncing around in the crotch region like a ping pong or a pinball. So 3-0 pitch with a runner on second. And they're going to throw a ball to Walcom. Probably a smart throw there. We saw a 3-0 count that they turned on in the third. And I think, yeah, they did that earlier. Had a similar situation earlier in the game and threw a strike. So that's probably a good walk right there. It's already 3-0. First base is open. 2 outs. 2 on. Ian Anderson's pitch count up to 76 in this 2-2 tie. So he's in a jam in his young major league career in front of his hometown fans at an empty Fenway Park. How weird is that for Ian Anderson? Ian comes set, checks the runner, kicks and fires. Pulled foul. Ian Anderson is the first high school pitcher from the 2016 draft class to make the major leagues. Welcome to the big time, Ian Anderson. And this is a big league situation. And that's going to be a chopper. Riley gobbles it up, steps on third for the force, and that will end the fifth as Ian Anderson gets out of the jam. All right, Braves will be batting next. More play-by-play reaction straight ahead on the Bone Crusher Show, sponsored by TreasureHunt.ga. Smash the like, crush the sub. We're about to start filling up this room. When you got a tie game and it starts getting late, people start showing up to this shit, brah. Hang tight. We're about to get lit. Welcome back to Boston, and welcome back to the Bone Crusher Show. I am broadcasting live from the panhandle of Northwest Florida, Panama City break, where the cries of spring break bitches have faded for the year, though we will have a big throwdown probably next weekend. There'll be a lot of tourists here. So it's top of the sixth, 2-2 tie. And that is a ball to Nick Markakis, batting .356, 1 home run, 11 RBIs. The handsome terrorist. The 1-0 pitch in the dirt. If you're watching on TV, make sure you sync us up by pausing your TiVo or your DVR. And smash the like button for us. How many likes? We got 5 likes. All right. Keep them coming. Let's get double digits. And now the pitch to Markakis, the 2-0. Inside. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. So do you give Markakis the green light here? I'm going to say you do not. And he takes ball 4. So 4 straight balls to Nick Markakis to start the top of the 6th with a runner on. I mentioned how well our catcher Travis d'Arnaud had been doing for us on the season as he steps in batting .313, but he's on a bit of a cold streak the past half dozen games, batting under 200. So he is probably due to explode on this very next pitch, I imagine. Swing and a miss at the changeup, 0-1. New pitcher for the Red Sox is Stock. Stock comes set. Kicks and fires, and that's going to be hit up the middle off the second baseman into center field for a base hit. Markakis to second, d'Arnaud on first, and nobody out. So just what we were hoping for. And that went off the second baseman. He got a glove on that, but it was hit very sharply. There's going to be a meeting at the mound. And that's going to bring heavy lumber up to the plate for the Braves. Austin Riley batting at .245 now. His average shooting up. He's on a 6-game hitting streak. The pitch. And he goes the other way, foul on the inside changeup. 0-1 to Austin Riley. He was the Braves' first-round pick in 2015. And he was drafted 41st overall in that. And that's going to get past the catcher. The runners will advance. So Stock with the wild pitch. I mean, that thing was 4 feet off the plate and 3 feet in front of the plate, and the catcher didn't have a chance. 2 on, nobody out. Top of the 6th. We're tied at 2 in Fenway. Austin Riley takes the 1-1 pitch, goes the other way for a base hit to right. 1 run will score. The throw home. And runners going to throw anchor at third. So 3-2 Atlanta. Markakis scores on the RBI from Austin Riley. And Austin Riley is heating up. Man, Austin Riley's bat has come alive lately. Man, you can use that thing just like cash. Still nobody out. Runners on the corners for Adam Duvall. He's got home run power. 0 for 2 on the night, 237 on the season. He's sporting the 10 o'clock shadow. Hot foul, 0-1. Welcome aboard to the Bone Crusher Show, live from Panama City Beach in the bungalow. We're on island time here, man. I've used an alarm clock once since January. Life goals, the pitch. And that's going to be hit foul. 0-2. And producer Beth says, "What's for dinner?" And I'm going to tell her it's going to be 2 for 4 something. No. There's some leftover chicken tenders, and we didn't thaw anything out. I meant to... Okay. Oh, you got to marinate. Well, eat those leftover chicken tenders, and I can get something after the game. Oh, there's also some frozen mussels. You can put that over a bed of pasta. It's got some sauce stuff there. What are your dinner plans tonight? All right, the 0-2 pitch. Did he check his swing? He went around. So 1 away. Duvall goes down. If you're watching on TV, don't forget to sync your TV. Pause your TV for a little bit to sync us up. All right, stock comes set. Kicks and fires outside 1-0 to Johan Camargo, batting 198. A little light on the jewelry tonight. When you're batting sub 200, man, there's probably should be a rule you can only wear so much jewelry. And that's a fastball right down the pipe, and he fouls it off. Ooh, probably frustrated he did not do more with that. But 97 miles an hour is 97 miles an hour. Riley on first, Darno on third for the Braves. 1 out. And that inside fastball is going to be popped straight up. The catcher is under it, and he's got it for 2 out. And their catcher, Christian Vasquez, makes Brian McCann look like high school skinny. He might be one of the fattest non-pitchers in the majors. And there's Julia's guy, Ender Inciarte, stepping in 0 for 2 tonight. With a chance now to redeem himself. Make Julia eat her words, or is he going to embarrass himself and prove Julia right? It's only 1 at bat. Upstairs, 1-0 to Ender Inciarte. We're in the top of the 6th. The Braves have just gone ahead 3-2 off of Austin Riley RBI. There's 2 outs, 2 on. Ender Inciarte at the bat. Perhaps in the twilight of his career. And he's going to take a fastball for a strike, 1-1. Let's see if he can push the sun up one more time. Give us just one more day of summer. And use that achy old arm to get us a run right now. Swing and a miss on the 98-mile-an-hour fastball as Inciarte goes flailing at it. Count is 1-2. Would be next. Dansby, Hungry Man, Dinner, Swanson. The pitch in the dirt, 2-2. You know, these catchers today, they don't seem to try to block the plate the way they used to. There's a lot more backhanding and stabbing at the ball. The 2-2 pitch, chopper. That's going to be a grounder. The second baseman cannot throw out Inciarte, who legs it out for an RBI infield single. It was such a high chopper, the second baseman had to wait for it, and Inciarte can still run very well. Four to 2 Atlanta. Nice run, Inciarte. Good hustle. Not well hit, Julia. He did not hit that very well. It was just a chopper. And that's going to be it for Stock. There's the Verizon Wireless call to the bullpen. So the Braves take the lead here in the top of the sixth in Fenway. They're up 4 to 2, and Swanson will be batting next. So hopefully we're not done. All right, coming right back at you with more play-by-play reaction. This is the Bone Crusher Show, sponsored by TreasureHunt.ga. Go click on Sports Fans. Oh, and our featured product tonight is a brand new 2011 St. Louis Cardinals World Championship mug. It's brand new. Never had any Corona coffee in it or anything like that. Beat by the Book is in the house. Welcome back, Beat by the Books. And here comes Dansby Swanson into the batter's box. Bryce is the new pitcher for the Sox. All right. And the pitch. Outside. Oh, they're going to call it a strike, though. 0-1 to Dansby. Bryce has a 1-0 record and a 6.48 ERA in 16 innings. Oh, 1 to Dansby Swanson. Swing and a miss at the fastball. Dansby batting .302 with 20 RBIs. And Beat by the Books reports the Marlins have won 3 to 2. Marlins and Phillies chasing for first. Let him chase. There's a swing and a miss. That will end the top of the 6th. But the Braves pick up 2. An RBI from Austin Riley and a RBI infield hit for Ender Inciarte. So what is your bedtime routine? How do you get to sleep? Do you doze off easy, sleep all night, no problem? Or are you like me, do you need horse tranquilizers to go to bed? We'll break down what I gotta go through just to get some fucking sleep around here. And we're back. Will Lakin back. Ian Anderson's still pitching, and the count. We joined the game in progress. 1-1 count is hit hard but foul. Anderson in line for the win tonight. So far, he's given up 2 runs. Chopper foul. Anderson's pitch count up to 82. So he did 6 full innings in his debut, so maybe they'll do that again tonight as his pitch count is starting to get a little high. Upstairs, 2-2. Ball full count. And that's going to be hit hard and right at our left fielder. That was Chavis with the out. And Markakis in left. Jackie Bradley Jr., center fielder, is batting now for the Sox. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Downstairs. Welcome aboard, Niner Mondo. Is that Mondo? Who is? Welcome aboard, Niner. Yes, Anderson is looking good. Oh, but he just hit the batter. So runner on first now. So he hit Bradley. Well, Mondo passed out in his yard underneath some marijuana trees about 9 months ago, and he's finally woke up. He's like, man, that's some good shit, man. Welcome back, brother. Welcome back. Swing and a miss. 0-1. One out, one on for Boston. Down by 2 in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Yeah, catching up with Mondo down in the dugout. Make sure you welcome him back. Look what the cat dragged in. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the batter just gets a piece of that one. No, I guess he doesn't. That's a strikeout. I thought he got a piece of that, but another K for Ian Anderson. Down goes Munoz. So 2 away with 1 on. Anderson's pitch count up to 91. This will probably be it if he can get out of the 6. I'm going to guess it might be the night for him. The pitch. Change up right down the pipe. 0-1. Soo Wee Lin is the batter, and he is wearing his Corona mask. The 0-1 from Anderson. Swing and a miss at the changeup low. 0-2. Fooled him. Totally thought it was a fastball. All right, he just flashed the 2. Is that the splitter? Let's see what's next here. That was not a splitter. That was a changeup curveball low. 1-2. Anderson has thrown 60 strikes out of 94 pitches, 5 2/3 innings. He's given up 6 hits and 2 runs tonight. In the dirt, John University has entered the waiting room. All right, John, we see you in the waiting room. He has hit the Zoom link, and he wants to get in on the show. So if you got a hot take, we're going to go to you just as soon as this half inning is over. So make sure your camera and your microphone are on, John University. And there is a ball right down the pipe. Change up for strike 3, and that will end the 6th inning. Ian Anderson. That might be it for him tonight, but a good performance there. So let's go to John. Let's admit him. He's in the waiting room on the Zoom line. All right. Where are you at tonight there, John? Now his microphone is on, but he's not talking. You with us, brother? All right. Shy guy. We'll take a quick break, but we'll give him a chance. La bubi y el booty, Christian dio la activato a sus amigas con un call. La bebecita bebé y bebé wiki. Fuma marihuana y también se mete friki. So music from John University. I tell you, due to copyright issues, I'm not gonna be able to play that because I might get a copyright strike. So I'm gonna have to turn that down. But thank you for joining us on the show, John University. And if you've got a hot take, make sure you click on the Zoom link and we will get you on the program. We'll be right back with more play-by-play reaction on the Bone Crusher Show. All right, we are back. I had to put John back in the waiting room. All right, the Braves will be batting now here as we make our way to the 7th. Freddie Freeman at bat. Kyle Hart is your new pitcher for Boston. Finka Mastinka in the house. Welcome aboard. Two people have entered the waiting room. All right, some more people want to be on the show. Well, let's get you on the program. First, the 2-0 pitch to Freddie Freeman. That's going to catch the outside plate. 2-1. Let's see. Alexander is in the waiting room wanting to get on the show. All right, Alexander, will get a hot take ready. Get your mic on, and we'll have you on in just a moment. The pitch to Freddie Freeman. That's a changeup. Just missed the lower corner. Ooh, I thought that might have been a strike. 3-1 count. Tough break for Hart. Not a bad call by the ump or anything, just a tough break because that's such a nice pitch. 3-1 pitch. And that's down the middle of the plate. Freeman slaps that to the deep left field. But Lee is there. I think that's his name. Shinzen Lee or that guy. All right, well, let's go back down to the waiting room. I may regret this, but I guess he is split. He is split. Well, yeah, you can hit the Zoom link in the description if you have a hot take and you want to get on the show. You see Kevin down in the waiting room. We're going to get Kevin on board in a moment. Give Kevin a minute to get his headset on, get his gear on. Remember, speak up nice and loud into the microphone when you're on the show. But first, the pitch to Marcell Ozuna. And that's going to be in the dirt, 1-1. All right, let's go ahead and set things up here for Kevin. I think Kevin is our Philly fan. We met Kevin the other night during the Braves Philly game. And welcome aboard. You're in the house, Kevin. What's going on, brother? And Ozuna looks pissed. Ozuna looks real pissed. Kevin, your microphone is muted. All right, the 2-1 pitch to Ozuna. And he's going to hit that hard and deep and out of the stadium. It is way out of here. It has left the ballpark. Ozuna with a monster over the monster. And you can use it just like cash. Touch them all. Maybe this is a different Kevin. Thank you for that. Kevin Castro playing that home run music for Marcell. Heck yeah. Man, it left the ballpark. Whew. I bet that's going to wind up on ESPN later. All right, well, thanks for joining us, Kevin. He's already left the show. A 5-2 lead now for the Braves here in the top of the 5th. And Niner Mondo agrees. Yee! I think he's excited about that long distance bomb. I mean, I'm sitting there watching Ozuna, and he's pissed, and I don't know what he's pissed about. I guess he didn't like the calls, and he took it out on Hart. He took it out on that ball. What's the tail of the tape? I didn't. Yeah, or what's the exit velocity? No one gives a shit about the exit velocity, but how far was that hit? Markakis batting now, 1-1 count to Markakis. In there for a strike, 1-2, and looks like we got more action down in the waiting room. People want to get in on the show. Let's see who we got. We got Romina. Romina wants in. All right, Romina, we're gonna let you in. You give us your hot take on the game tonight, or whatever you got for us. Just bring something strong in here, as that ball is low, 2-2. To Markakis. So we're going to go ahead and let Romina in the house. As Markakis waits for the 2-2 pitch. Art kicks and fires inside, full count. All right, welcome to the show, Romina. Where are you at tonight, brah? Oh, he is muted. Romina, you've muted your microphone. He's got everything muted so he can try to get some silly trick off. I don't know. He's got something up his sleeve as Markakis fouls that out. Now he's left. But if you're gonna prank the show, bring a good prank. So far, no one's brought a good prank. I mean, last week it was the dick pics. I mean, that was pretty gay. So a full count, 3-2 pitch to Markakis. Swing and a miss at the high heater, and down goes Markakis. 2 away. And we've got iPhone 7 now down in the waiting room wanting to get on the show. Is that funny, producer Beth? Yeah, your name is... Yeah, iPhone 7's trying to prank me. What's your real name, iPhone 7? In the waiting room. Now with 20% more lemony freshness, our moderator A-Bomb is in the house. Swing and a miss. 0-1 count to Travis d'Arnaud. Nobody on. 2 outs. Braves up 5-2. Ozuna just had a big blast that left the ballpark if you're just joining us. And we're going to go to Ariel Herrera. You're going to be on the show now. I'm admitting this Ariel into the show. They're leaving the waiting room. Let's see what hot take Ariel has for us tonight as d'Arnaud fouls that off. Oh, and producer Beth has just brought me some soybeans to snack on. Oh, I'm hearing myself. What's up? Ariel. And d'Arnaud finds the hole, and that's going to go into right field. All right. I'll go ahead and let these other people in. I'm just going to let all these people in, and y'all can just go nuts. I saw a good bit of his stream last night. It was pretty good.
La boobie, el booty, Twitter, Cristian Dior, activa a todas sus amigas con un call. La bebecita bebe link y bebe wiki. Fuma marihuana y también se mete piqui. Cena bella.
John University, thank you for the music there. I had to mute you though, buddy. Sorry about that. Oh, he unmuted it. Austin Riley up to bat. I don't want to get any copyright strikes, but if you got a hot take, you know, come on in. Swing and a miss from Austin Riley.
¿Qué pasa, causa? ¡Ga!
What's up, brah?
Aquí pe jugando mi Madagascar. Pero ustedes qué van a saber, concha tu madre, ¿ah? ¿Qué van a saber, pues? ¿Ah? ¡Ga!
Alrighty then. Austin Riley waiting on the pitch, and that's going to be fouled off. 1-2 is the count. And Austin Riley's done very well for us tonight. We got Lewis coming in the house. We're going to have to remove John University. Sorry, buddy. But Lewis, if you got a hot take... And that's going to be a swinging bunt. Riley cannot beat it out, though. The big cat could not get down the line fast enough, and that will end the top of the 7th. But the Braves add another run off a long-distance shot from Marcell Ozuna. Yeah, the only thing that would keep Mexican for Golovkin from your show, A-Bomb, is work and pussy. All right, Javier is in the here in the lobby. Welcome aboard, Javier and Ariel. You're here, but what's up, man? And let's let Martin in too, since we're in a break. All right, Martin, welcome to the show. Where are you at tonight? And Martin has muted his microphone. Okay, well, if you're not going to go on, you're going to... I don't know what value people get of just joining the Zoom meeting and muting everything. But I suppose that's all right. They are chatting a lot. They're typing the word porno over and over again.
Como dijo Vladimir, una paja y a dormir. Vladimir.
All right. Due to copyright issues, I can't I can't let that keep going, so sorry, brah. You're out. And since none of these other guys are contributing, they're out. I feel like Slita, kicking people out, but if you're not funny, if it's not a good prank, if you're not good at getting on someone's stream and being funny, I appreciate you trying, but you got to get up pretty early in the morning, You know who you're talking to here. Just playing some audio back at me or some silly video, it isn't really that impressive, but I understand that you're young prankers. You gotta keep trying.
They're still learning.
Yeah, they're still learning how to prank. AJ Minter comes in, and I certainly won and done my share of pranks, so I commend you for trying. AJ Minters pitching for the Braves in the bottom of the 7th with a 3-run lead. So that's going to be it for Ian Anderson, who went 6 innings, gave up 2 earned runs, which that comes out to a 3.0 ERA. Should you have an espresso at 9 o'clock Central? Absolutely. Let's party. Which reminds me, I was going to talk about what I got to go through to get to sleep. And there is a strike, 1-1. So I tried to open up the show to people, let them in and give their takes. And producer Beth can't hear what's going on in the show, but these kids are coming in and they're just playing music, and it's like, ooh, wow, you're playing music, that's great. And that's a ground out. Camargo to Freeman. So 1 away here at the bottom of the 7th. As producer Beth hands me some espresso here. I've been going to the Dollar Tree, and they've had these monster espresso drinks for $1 over at the Dollar Tree. I mean, I bought a case of 12 at one point. I said, let me fill up on that. But I'll buy them as long as they have them. Drink one of those, eat a little kratom. You'll be doing all right. All right, we got 9 in the house. Welcome aboard, everybody, to the Bone Crusher Show. As a strike from AJ Minter. We've got 8 likes, trying to hit double digits, so we need 2 more likes. Let's go ahead and smash the like, crush the sub. Minter kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Yeah. That one gets away from Darno. 1-2 the count. Braves 5, Boston 2, bottom of the 7th. Hey, Bomb, did you see that Ozuna home run? Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Minter upstairs. That thing left the ballpark. That left the stadium. I mean, that was one of the shots we remember seeing, like Sammy Sosa and all the other guys on steroids hit. 2-2. Full count. And I don't know who's on roids anymore in baseball, if they've cleaned that up some, or is it just, who's cheating the best at doing steroids? And certainly steroid and performance enhancing technology has evolved since the Mark McGwire days. 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Riley's going to get under it. He's going to be called off. 3 people converge, but Markakis takes it for the out. So good communication there. And that's 2 away in the bottom of the 7th. I know the Players Union was like, they kind of put that off testing for a long time, or I don't know what they were doing. They were keeping the results private, and if you had to fail a steroid test like multiple times for you to get in trouble or anything. Let's see, we've got Mama DeMarcos in the waiting room. Oh, I have a feeling that Mama DeMarcos is going to be bringing some of the same trash that the last people were bringing. But we'll give you a shot. We'll give you a shot, Mama DeMarcos. Let's see what you got. I'll give you a second. If you're going to prank me, I'm even going to give you an extra minute to get ready for the prank. Or preferably, we hope you have a hot take on tonight's game and not just like music. The pitch outside, 1-0. And it's going to be Christian Vasquez batting, their overweight catcher. Knows his way around a chili dog. All right, I've given you enough time to get ready, Mama DeMarcos. So go ahead, turn your mic on, and we're going to let you in. And there's a strike, 2-1 to Vasquez. So we have a Zoom link in the description, and we've got a few people clicking on that lately tonight. So let's go ahead and welcome Mama DeMarcos is joining now. So we'll have their hot take on tonight's game in a moment. But first, the 2-1 pitch from AJ Minter to Christian Vasquez. Outside, 3-1. Welcome to the show, Mama DeMarcos. What is up? All right. Ha 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 ha. That's the exact same shtick everyone else was trying to do, Mama DeMarcos. And there's going to be a pop up. The center fielder is going to have it. Inciarte gets that in shallow center field. So Acuna not starting tonight. By the way, I should have mentioned that earlier. All right, Adler Schmidt is in the waiting room. All right, well, let's since we're in a break, let's go straight to Adler. Don't want to catch you off guard. If you play more ranchero music, I mean, that's been done already. Adler, where you at tonight? Turn on your microphone. Yeah, I caught them off guard. You weren't ready. Tonight's play-by-play reaction and the Zoom link is sponsored by TreasureHunt.ga. We've got the 2011 St. Louis Cardinals World Series Championship mug. I think the producer, is that the last one? We have 3 left. We've got 3 of those commemorative coffee mugs left. They're brand new. These are all new, right? No one's had their Corona coffee in there. No one's been breathing in those mugs, have they? No. Brand new mugs. Brand new. All right. Well, Adam, we gave you a shot. You're just sitting there without your mic on, so, you know, keep practicing, and maybe you'll get there someday. Adler is out. All right, we got 11 in the box. Welcome aboard, everyone. 9 likes. We need 1 more to get to 10. Trying to get a double-digit likes. Smash the subscribe button. I don't know if that alert box is working anymore. Yeah, I mean, there's an alert. So if you subscribe, that should pop up on the screen. You know, and I thought just leaving the Zoom room open and as an invitation to, you know, hackers or people goofing off would be funnier, but I've been really disappointed by this generation's idea of pranks, of comedy, of hacking, you know. Yeah. In my day, Adam Duvall is your batter. 0 for 3 on the night. Counts 1-0 to Adam Duvall. Here in the top of the 8th at Fenway. Swing and a miss, 1-1. I think producer Beth got all fired up with all our Bruce Lee quotes. She's over there doing a little boxing herself. Let me see the jab. She's also very good at tuning me out. We're snacking on some soybean here. You can find them in the freezer section at the grocery store. Just boil them or steam them. Put some salt on them. That's a deep fly out for Duvall. Gave it a ride. So 1 away in the top of the 8th. Hart is still your pitcher for the Sox. And a shout out to Mateo Yolotron. Yolotron. Message retracted. I don't know what that means. And there's a curveball that is not called a strike to Camargo. Looked like a good pitch to me. Downstairs, 2-0. Tuesday night baseball on the Bone Crusher Show. The Braves have a lead. Everything's good. So that's a ball, 3-0. Julia's favorite, Ender Inciarte on deck. There's a strike right down the pipe, 3-1. Camargo definitely was not swinging on the 3-0. Swing and a miss, full count. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and you can see our progress bar. It says 416, I think, but we're actually at 420, so I don't know how it's come out. It's come out of sync a little bit, but it'll probably resync itself after a while. And Camargo finds the hole for a base hit. So Sinai single for Johan. And I saw Zuna doing it, and Camargo's doing this too. I don't know, what are they? I mean, is that like sign language for stir the pot? What does that mean? What is that? I need a sign language expert on the show. Inciarte at bat. Low fastball for a strike, 0-1. 1 out, runner on first. Braves up by 3 here in the top of the 8th at Fenway. We got 10 in the house. 9 likes. We need one more like to get to 10, so make sure you like if you haven't already. So it's Mexican for Golovkin confirms that means stirring the pot. So a Sinai single to get a runner on is stirring the pot. I guess I'll have to find out. I'll try to put that into context somehow and see what that's all about. And Inciarte with a base hit to center. Just over the infield. So 2 on with 1 out. Keckerman's been wondering the same thing, you know. How does he? Oh, we're stirring the pot now. Oh, them Boston Sox are going to be all mad now. I'm sure to the players, you know, it means something, obviously. We're just on the outside looking in.
This is a secret. Everybody knows it, then other players would know.
Broken bat, base hit for Dansby Swanson. Runner comes home. And Camargo scores a run. Swanson with an RBI, 6-2. Producer Brave says it's a secret just for the team, just for the players. It ain't about me. It's not about you, Keckerman. Well, I'm going to start using that, you know, when I go around. When I'm at the drive-thru ordering my chicken tenders, I'll be like, give me the extra hot. Give me the super spicy. Where can I use that, you know? When I'm at the bank, I can be like, oh yeah, give me them hundreds. Or give me all singles. I'm going to the strip club. And Freddie Freeman blasts that one foul into the upper deck. Ooh. We got 12 in the house. Welcome aboard, everyone, to the Bone Crusher Show. And we do have our 10 likes in now. Thank you very much. Count is 1-1 to Freddie Freeman. Energy drink now. Freeman is going to take that the other way, and there's a base hit to left. Inciarte is going to score, and Freddie Freeman RBI single. "15-game hitting streak for Freddie Freeman. Nicely done." He stayed back on it, went the other way. The center fielder cut it off before it got to the wall and held Freddie to a single and kept the runner at third. But another run for the Braves. It's 7-2 Atlanta. Let's see if he can leave the ballpark again. And he's going to try. He hits it way deep. It's back. It's gone off the facade. Are you kidding me? Marcell Ozuna with another home run. 3-run blast. You can use it just like cash. Not once tonight. Not twice tonight. 3 home runs tonight for Marcell Ozuna. Did I call it? Would you say that was calling it? That was almost a calling it. Whew. Man. How far was that one? I'm going to say a 450. I haven't seen any measures coming up on tonight's game. Any home run distances. Oh, don't get me started on the night showers, A-Bomb. Okay, and you know what? Last night, I took a shower last night because I had to be at work at 10:30 in the morning. I said, oh, I'll just go ahead and shower now. And I get it, you know, a clean body, clean sheets. You don't want to sleep in, you know, a bed after you've been... a day of grind. And yeah, helps. Producer Beth says it helps her sleep. But there is one caveat that A-Bomb has not brought up. And I'll give that to you right after the 0-1 pitch to Markakis. Chopper. Shortstop has it. And he's going to throw out Markakis 2 away. And here's the deal. The next morning, after you have your coffee and your bran muffin and you got to go to the bathroom and you do your business, okay, that's when you need to be taking your shower, okay? So, you get your fresh wipes, your wet wipes. You get your...
Do your French bath.
Right, yeah. Producer Beth said do a French bath. I mean, really, that's what it's going to take. You might just want to jump it back in the tub real quick for a little clean up around the undercarriage. So, yeah. I've been meaning to mention that in our ongoing discussion of night showers versus morning showers. My hair is so short that it doesn't matter. Keckerman says Ozuna might get a random drug test after the game. I'll have what he's having. Yeah. Yeah, what kind of steroids has he got? That's probably some good roids. Another home run for Ozuna. Fake him a stinka. Ozuna is on fire. As I finish off this monster espresso drink we got at the Dollar Tree. I mean, this is at least $2 and change at the convenience store. I mean, it's not as good as Starbucks, but so to get to sleep tonight, I don't just sit on the couch and fall asleep. I have to go through a whole ritual of pills and nest building to get to sleep. So it'll probably start with maybe here's just a typical night for me. Maybe around midnight I'll have a cup of kava tea with maybe half a teaspoon of kratom in it. Then maybe some melatonin, and maybe, if not melatonin, some other over-the-counter sleep medicine. Then maybe some CBD. And then definitely after that, it's either going to be Ambien. Lately, I've been on Lunesta, but I'm going to be going back to Ambien in a couple of weeks. And that will get me to sleep for a few hours. And if that doesn't work, I need a horse tranquilizer. And I got to put on some TV, some Mystery Science Theater 3000, and just take enough drugs just to make me go down. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking espressos at 9 o'clock. I don't. Woo. I want to take a bunch of uppers, then take a bunch of downers. Somewhere in there is a pretty good buzz. Green is the new pitcher for the Braves here in the bottom of the 8th, I believe. How about Marcell Ozuna? Another epic home run. We saw one leave the ballpark, and that last one might have been just as far, even though it didn't leave the park. It was dead center field, way back, off the wall near the announcer booths. Just crushed. And I have not seen the distance on that. If anyone knows the distance on Marcell's home runs tonight, I am curious because they went pretty far. I'm going to guess about 450. Well, A-Bomb, what does your mom think of your white supremacy haircut? your Corona cut. Maybe we can get you like a little extension for your at-home razor thing, so it can leave just a smidge on there. All right, the 1-1 pitch. There's a strike. So the Braves up by 8 after a big top of the 8th. Outside, 2-2. And Ian Anderson was our starting pitcher tonight. His last game was his first game ever in the majors when we played the Yankees, and he had 6 innings without giving up a run. He came in tonight, also had 6 innings, did give up 2 earned runs. And there's a strikeout for Green, 1 away. He had trouble, I think it was the 3rd, but he got out of a jam after giving up 2, showed some composure and stick-to-itiveness, and was able to stay in through the 6th inning. Pitch count was in the mid-90s. So I think we all should be pretty pleased with his performance tonight. Green takes the sign, kicks, and fires for a strike. 0-1. The 1 pitch. And that one's going to be hit high and deep. That's off the monster. Markakis fires it in, but it's a double. Bogart. Beauregards. All right, so runner on second for Boston. Michael Chavis batting now with a 208 average for Boston. Fouled off, 1-1. Thumbs up the live stream, everybody. Crush the like, pound the sub, murder the bell. Yeah, if you hit that bell, I don't know if you have to hit it once or twice, but if you configure that bell just right, you'll be completely inundated with notifications from my channel. And a swing and a miss there, 1 and 2. It sounds kind of obtrusive, and it is, but you should do it anyway. The 1-2 pitch coming up from Green. And that's going to be an outside changeup, swing and a miss. And Green's got some little mohawky rat tail thing. It's no Josh Donaldson mullet. But give that guy some time and he could get there. Yeah, that's some sort of rat tail mullet thing going on Green's head there. And of course, he's got the craft beer beard. And there's going to be a base hit into center. And the Sox will score a run, 10-3. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. That was right down the pipe, so we're up to 11 likes. Thank you very much. Keep them coming. Let's see if we can get to 15 before the end of the game. Pitch from Green's over for a strike. Munoz is batting for Boston. Here comes the 0-1. Hit foul. It looks like we're locked in at 420 subscribers. Thank you very much for the subscribes. Make sure you keep those coming. And if your privacy settings aren't locked down, you should see a notification pop up on the screen. An animation, if you will, commemorating your subscription to the channel. 0-2 pitch coming up from Green. Way outside. And while you subscribe to my channel, also subscribe to our moderator's channel, A-Bomb. He is Atlanta's other play-by-play reaction host. Now, the only other guy I know that's doing them, as the batter calls for time, on a semi-consistent basis is Slita. Now, I don't recall him doing any Braves games last year, A-Bomb. Is this the first year he's done the reaction for the Braves? Or did I just not notice? Was he doing them last year? Because I thought that we were the only ones doing it consistently last year. Or regularly. I know he's dealing with some health issues. I didn't watch his video that said test results are in because I didn't want to, if the test results were bad, then I'd have to comment and, act like, not that I don't care. It's that I don't have room in my life to get emotionally involved in some YouTube guys, health problems. But I would suggest that you check for radiation poisoning. I mean, that proto star in his kitchen can't be doing any good. First, I'm just busting his chops. If you're out there listening tonight, Salita. He did not start doing play-by-play until this year. All right. So when I make the statement, Atlanta's first and original play-by-play reaction show, I want to make sure I'm accurate. Now, he is good about posting on his channel when his next stream is going to be. And the pitch from Green, that's going to be popped straight up. Riley's going to call everyone off, and he's going to get that in the infield to end the bottom of the 8th. Boston gets one back. It's 10-3 Atlanta. But Sleet is not good at always making those streams. I think he said he's going live tonight for one of his adult shows, like 18 and over drink parties. I haven't been to one of those. What the conversation there is. Maybe I'll have to tune in a little bit after the game tonight. And he's posted already that I guess he's going to do a Falcons game or something. But you know what? I mean, if he goes on the air the same time I'm on or same time A-Bomb goes on, that's fine. it's not like there's a turf war or any shit like that. I'm not going to send a cease and desist letter. I was kind of looking at his schedule and saying, okay, well, he's doing the Braves game tonight. I'm not going to worry about it, I even shared his link on our Facebook page. You can subscribe to our Facebook group page. It's called Atlanta Braves Play-by-Play. And that's a good place to keep up with us, because I'll get people will have a question. They'll comment on like an old video. They'll say, "Hey, when are you doing a game? What games are you doing?" Or something like that. They're looking for information. They don't know how to contact us. So that's one reason that Facebook page is handy. So it's the Atlanta Braves Play-by-Play Facebook page. We are on a break now, and we're going to the top of the ninth. See if the Braves can pad their stats a little bit here. And if doing this is something that you're thinking of, kind of, tossing the idea around your head, I say go for it. I'm always willing to help out young broadcasters, kind of shorten that learning curve. That can be a little intimidating, actually. All the shit you got to do to make this happen. All right, Braves up at bat, top of the ninth with a 7-run lead. It's going to be Austin Riley. He takes that first pitch for a ball. Riley has been crushing the slider and the curveball as of late. His average up to 250 now. He's hitting with power. He's hitting for contact. He's spreading it around. He's playing solid defense. 6-game hitting streak. And Riley pulls that one foul. 2-1 count to Austin. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the ninth. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. And Austin Riley hits that high, but the first baseman is going to get that for a pop-up out. 1 away. Well, I heard at work today that the White House, or we'll just say the government, has approached some of the college football conferences that have decided to take off this season and said, hey, we will give you whatever resources you need. Please play football this year. And the guy at work was suggesting that the reason some of these college teams aren't playing is for political reasons. And there is a strike. Counts 0-1. Springs is the pitcher for Boston. Duvall batting. 0-2 to Duvall. I mean, for a conference, an entire conference, to say we're not going to play, the presidents of the universities are all voting. So to suggest that the deep state is somehow influencing these universities is ridiculous. That's a ball, 1-2. Huascar Yanoa is in the bullpen for the Braves. He's like, well, the governors of some of these states are, Democrats, so they're probably influencing the universities.
Trump's solutions. They're listening too much to
There is a low ball. Full count now to Duvall. So the idea there's some sort of conspiracy that gets back to these university presidents, and they're making these decisions for anything other than this. Fucking nuts. That's a strikeout. 2 away. If the administration 4 months ago had made these offers to the universities, or to the Americans, and we might be having football. Camargo takes a strike. 0-1. There's swing and a miss. 0-2 to Camargo. Now this guy's also a bit of a technophobe. He's worried about Google or Alexa or stuff like that listening in on him. And a lot of people have reported this experience where you're talking about something to somebody, just you're just a conversation, and the next thing you know, you're seeing ads on the internet for whatever you were talking about. So as an experiment, I let them come up with a word. The word they chose was Furby. So we did an experiment where we all just went around our day saying the word Furby a lot. And that's going to be a slow grounder, and the first baseman's going to pick it up, run to first, and tag out Camargo to end the inning. And neither one of them reported any ads showing up about Furbies, but I did, and I went in front of the Alexa, and I kept just saying it to her over and over again. I did start seeing ads for Fur Baby, like these cat-related ads. Now, I do some cat rescue stuff, so for me to see a cat ad is not, not uncommon. And I don't know if it's related, but Fur Baby. And really, if as long as they're not using it for, the wrong purposes, and you can toggle in and out of some of these ad-related features where they're basically trying to enhance the ad experience, getting the products in front of the eyes, the people that would potentially buy them. I don't really care about that. That doesn't bug me too much. All right, bottom of the 9th coming up for Boston. They got to get 10 runs. And speaking of, I guess, the Boston area, the New England Patriots, we'll see what they can do this season without Tom Brady. I kind of would love to see Belichick fall apart and have a losing season. That's what I think I would enjoy Belichick having a losing season, and I would enjoy seeing Tom Brady get clobbered as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. The first play from scrimmage when the Falcons play the Bucs, I hope we just end his career the worst day, as A-Bomb said the other day, in Atlanta Falcons history. Or maybe it was an A-Bomb, but somebody was mentioning that. We have a Luis Alejandro in the waiting room, wants to get in on the show. So, all right, Luis, we're going to let you in. Hope you have a hot take on the game tonight. Just to let you know, we've already had a lot of people stop in, and I guess I don't even know if I'd call it a prank. They just play some music. I put them on, and they're playing like something in Spanish, just some Spanish music. So if that's your bag, if that's all you got, you're gonna. That's not a great prank, but we'll see what you got. I'm pretty sure Lewis doesn't have any hot takes. It's gonna be some lame prank, but let's go ahead and let Luis Alejandro into the show. And we'll keep the Zoom line open after the game for the post-game show. All right, Lewis, your microphone is on. Where are you at tonight? Welcome to the Bone Crusher Show. Hey, bud. Well, we can hear Lewis on his keyboard. Shy guy. And there's a grounder right to Freddie Freeman. Flips it over to the pitcher. 1 away. So, Lewis, what's your take tonight? And Lewis has muted his microphone. He didn't have his prank ready. I mean, he realized that the audio was coming from his microphone, and he wanted the audio to come from his computer so he could play some music or something. I mean, how many hours a night do these kids spend on their computer trying to hack some Zoom meeting just so they can play some music to like 3 people? In my day. But you're still on, Lewis, so, you know, take your time. Get your prank ready. You got to practice. 0-1 pitch. Outside. 1-1 count. I am not familiar with our pitcher tonight, and I probably don't even know how to pronounce his name. I want to say Yanoa. I'm sure that's wrong. Inoa? 1-2 count. 1 out. Bottom of the 9th. It's spelled Ynoa. What do you think, Producer Beth? Ynoa. I presume it's Latin.
Listen to the.
Yeah, I could listen to the Chowderheads try to pronounce it. The Chowderhead guys, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard them.
Yanoa. Yanoa. Well, welcome to the team, Yanoa. We got 10 in the house, 10 likes. And the Braves on the verge of winning this game. Will play the series finale tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern, first pitch. I will not be doing that game, so make sure you subscribe to A-Bomb's channel in case he is able to bring you some of that. The 3-2 pitch. Hit foul. Thanks for sticking with us on the Bone Crusher Show to the end of this game. True Braves fans to the end. Whether we're up by a dozen or down, you know, we like to stay into the whole game. And let's check on Lewis. Come on, Lewis. Bring us some content, Lewis. Still a full count here. And immediately following the game, we'll have the Zoom line wide open for the post-game show. All right, Lewis, welcome to the show. Where are you at tonight, bro? And that's a ball. What is that, Lewis? Yeah, I just hear some noise. Experience level. Amateur. Yeah, since I had my tonsils taken out, I can't make a snore sound or a snort sound anymore. Otherwise, yeah, I could make a snory sound. Alex is batting now. Verdugo. Well, Lewis, thank you for being on the show, even though you couldn't imagine to utter a single word. But we all can't have superior linguistic skills like myself. So thanks for joining us. We're going to go ahead and say goodbye to Lewis there. Thanks for bringing the little background noise to the show, Lewis. All right, 1-1 count. Runner on first for Boston here in the bottom of the 9th. That's outside. 2-1. The Braves up 10-3. Lewis, if you get some content and you want to come back, just come on back. We have got that Zoom link in the description if you'd like to be on the show tonight. And that's going to do it. I looked away for a second. It's a final. Braves win 10-3, 10 runs, 14 hits, 7 left on base. Boston, 3 runs off 8 hits, and they also had 7 left on base. We'll finish up the series tomorrow with a 7:30 Eastern first pitch. All right, make sure you like and sub on your way out. And if you do have any hot takes, any comments on the game, you're welcome to jump on the Zoom link real quick before we end the show and get your take on. It's the treasurehunt.ga post-game show. And our player of the game, Marcell Ozuna, who went deep 3 times. Can you believe that? I mean, he was at bat muttering to himself, like talking to himself. He was pissed at himself. And he just had a certain look. And when we came back up to bat, he still had that. I guess he got in some sort of zone and just found the right place, the right mental headspace. That place where you can be aggressive without being too aggressive, you know? Sometimes you try too hard and it backfires. So that's a sweet spot for Ozuna. All right, well, let's get our shout-outs in before we go. Thank everyone who made it to the live broadcast tonight. As Mexican for Golovkin calling for the sweep tomorrow night. I would enjoy that. So thanks for being in the house tonight, Mexican for Golovkin. Our moderator, A-Bomb, Finca Mastinka, Keckerman was here. Thanks for joining us, Keckerman. And the return of Mondo, Niner Mondo. So great to see that guy. We were wondering what had happened to him. We didn't know if, like, you know, a bushel of marijuana plants fell on him and he was trapped underneath. We were about to call the San Francisco Sheriff's Office, and what would the guy answering the phone at the San Francisco Sheriff's Office sound like? I mean, if you call the Sheriff's Office in the South here, you're gonna, you know, get some rednecky guy on there. I don't know. I probably shouldn't do any gay jokes. Anyway, good to see Niner Mondo back in the house. Shout out to Beat by the Books. Good to see him back here. Julia, she's been regular lately. That's good stuff. She's got some great takes. And certainly Julia has a very strong opinion on what the Braves need to be doing from a management perspective. So thanks everyone for joining us. Like and sub on your way out. This has been another great Braves win on the Bone Crusher Show. We saw a little history in the making. We saw our new pitcher, Ian Anderson, who would have been the player of the game, you know, if it wasn't for Ozuna's 3 home runs. So we saw a great performance from Ian Anderson, Ozuna. Austin Riley continues his hitting streak. Someone else has a 15-game hitting streak for the Braves. Off the top of my head, I forget who that is. All right, peace out, everyone. See you on the flip side. Good night.